Hello! Hi guys, my name is Grace Shockey. I'm super glad that you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. I am a huge Berkey fan. I'm just gonna get right to it. This is not sponsored. I just love Berkey, so I really wanted to share it with you, and a lot of my friends and family and some subscribers have asked what kind of water I drink and what I recommend, and it's always Berkey, so I figured, why don't I just make a video for it? I do actually have a 10% off coupon in the description box below, so if you're ready to buy, go ahead and click that and you can get a little ka-ching back in your pocket, and you can send that to any of your friends too. You're welcome. I'm going to be showing you why I love Berkey so much, why it makes all of the difference when you're using that versus another filter or tap water. I'll give you a free resource where you can look up your zip code and actually figure out what are the contaminants in your water. And then I'm just gonna give my overall experience, and hopefully you feel encouraged to either buy this, or if it's not in your budget, look for some dynamic filter, because please, please, please do not keep drinking tap water. It's just so bad for you. We'll get into all of that, but thank you again for joining me, and let's go. Figured I might as well get a little water while we're talking about it. Feeling kind of thirsty. Cheers. So first, I want to tell you guys why I started using Berkey 6 years ago and why I love it so much. I was just out of high school, it was 2016, and I had gone to live in Hawaii and do this whole hippie work exchange experience for 4 months, and I got really educated on water, the environment, clean food, and I was really just starting to open my eyes to all of that. And I came home and I had to move in with my mom. She actually had a Berkey water filter. She'd bought one while I'd been gone. She told me it filters everything. I mean, everything. Like pharmaceutical drugs, which was something I had never thought of. I mean, have you thought about how many people take pharmaceutical drugs? I don't have the exact numbers. Actually, maybe I could get it. Let's find out. More than 131 million people, or 66% of the American population, uses pharmaceutical drugs. And this is gonna be kind of gross, but guys, where do you think it goes? Enter our water system. Have you ever thought about what happens if they don't filter it out? Your local water system does not filter for pharmaceutical drugs. That means 66% of adults in the US are peeing, and there's contaminants of that in the water, and no one is filtering it out. So you may be taking Prozac or birth control pills or hormone treatments. You have no idea what is in your water, and it's just coming out of the kitchen sink. So please, please, if you live in the US, don't drink the water out of the tap. Agriculture runoff, it contains heavy metals, pesticides that are used directly on plants. That gets runoff. They don't filter for that 9 times out of 10. There are so many contaminants, and I'm actually gonna give you a free tool right now by EWG, the Environmental Working Group. They actually have a zip code lookup, and I'm putting it in the description box below, so you can click the link, put your zip code in, and then you can see all the contaminants in your personal local community's water system. When I looked mine up here in Nashville, there were 7 contaminants in the water that were linked to cancer. No, not okay. The whole Environmental Working Group's message is that legal does not mean safe. Legal does not mean safe. So please use this tool that I've put down. It's free. Just put your zip code in there. You can see how many contaminants are in your water, and it's really, really creepy when you start to think about it and you realize that your body is 60% water. You do not want to be filling it with all of these pharmaceutical drugs that are not yours. You don't want to be filling it with heavy metals and all of this crap that's in the water system that can be linked to cancer or hormone diseases or reproductive issues. So when my mom started telling me about all this, I was freaked out. Like, you might be a little freaked out now too. It's okay, we'll figure it out together. But I was really freaked out, and so I started just looking into it myself, and the research that I found backed up everything that she said, and I encourage you to go and do your own research too. But it made me feel really good to know that I was putting water that was actually clean into my body, because we're 60% water and I needed that to be clean. I want my organs, my cells, my hair, my skin, all to be supported by clean, real water. In 2017, I moved into my own place, and the first thing that I bought was a Berkey water filter. I didn't even have a couch in my house, but I had a Berkey water filter on my counter. After I bought it, I started telling all of my friends about it. So yes, I've been loving Berkey water since 2016, and it still holds a place on my kitchen counter today. I really trust the brand because it's a really high quality product, and the fact that they've done the extra mile to block out pharmaceuticals, to block out lead, to block out viruses, which I think they're the only one on the market that actually blocks out viruses. Like if you just have a Brita water filter or your refrigerator's in-house water filter, they're not blocking out viruses. They're not blocking out these things. I'm looking at this side-by-side comparison of Berkey water filters along with several other popular ones on the market. A big Berkey, which is the largest retail system, is $387. There's a smaller one. I actually have the travel size because I was young and I didn't want to spend the money, so I think that's maybe $250. I'll need to check, but you can click that 10% link in the description and get a little bit of money off. But the big Berkey has 6,000 gallons per filter, which lasts a really long time. You can use them for about a year, which I love. It does remove 99.99% of viruses, and Aquasana, Brita, Collagen, Everpure, and Pure, P-U-R, they don't remove viruses at all. It does remove chlorine, lead, THMs, VOCs, lindane, allichlor, altrazine, benzene, TCE, and fluoride. When you put Berkey against the rest, it's pretty clear what they actually do filter out versus other systems. And if you want to see a cool user-tested independent water test for Berkey, there's another YouTuber and her name is TIDBIT'S. I love her channel, and I'm actually gonna link her video down below too, which may be a little weird, but I thought it was cool. She sends her Berkey water off for independent testing, and the results come back really, really clean. So she and her family keep on using Berkey. I think you should check that video out if you're still on the fence after this, but yeah, it's been tested. They've been around for a really long time. I wanna say 9 or 10 years. If you're just getting started on your health and wellness journey, I think this is a really good place to start. Don't bury your head in the sand. Look at what you're drinking every single day. If you're familiar with that compound effect, you'll know the compound effect of putting clean water into your system, because it's just like a car. You wouldn't want to put dirty, muddy oil into it, right? Because you need it to run for the rest of your life so that you can go out and help people and bless your family and bless your community and just feel good. So I think this is where it starts. For me, this is a crucial part of my health and wellness routine. I really love my Berkey, and I hope that you do too. So if you are ready and you want to purchase one, I would get the 10% off coupon in my description. If you really can't get a Berkey right now just because of the startup price, I would recommend maybe Aquasana. I haven't used them myself, but even just looking at Berkey's website, it seems that they remove many of the same contaminants except viruses. But over the total cost for 6,000 gallons, Berkey is still the most affordable. $387 for 6,000 gallons. You would only get 450 gallons for $627 with Aquasana. So it might be a smaller cost now, but overall, this is actually a pretty budget-friendly option if you really value that water. So this channel is a passion project of mine, so if you watched until the end, you're already in my heart, and I would love for you to subscribe so that you can stay up to date with everything that I'm creating for you guys weekly. I do take your requests, so leave me a comment down below. And if you found this video impactful and you want to share this message, please do share it with a friend or family member. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.